Hi, I'm Ed Saxon, CEO of Conco Services, LLC. So whenever we originally bought the company in 1971 with my father, we owned the business as a family business for almost 50 years, primarily building cleaners, shooting tubes, and testing tubes. And after about 40 years, the next generation, myself and my three siblings, were approaching retirement together. And in order to allow them to retire, we did a recapitalization. So that's why we got involved with Tecum in the private equity world. Well, Tecum was actually brought to the table by our primary sponsor, Rising Point Capital out of Chicago. They have a local interest. They had really nice connections with the different banking and local banking industries that really turned out well. I mean, it was COVID when we were closing our deal. I mean, April 20th, 2020. And within 3 days of closing, they were able to facilitate us getting a PPP loan for a couple $1,000,000 and got us through without a hitch. COVID was a non-event for us. We finished revenue up because they were so well intertwined in the local banking industry that we didn't have to think twice. And they have proven to be an outstanding firm to be a partner with. Huss and Matt are top shelf. They give us great consultation and advice and have been able to steer us through some pretty rough storms. So that's why we chose them, and we're glad we did. The original Tecum position was a mezzanine debt. There was a gap between the equity partners and the financing they had. So they brought in some more equity and provided mezzanine financing. And that just helped get the deal done. It was an important piece. We were short on equity and finance, and they stepped up and did it for us. So we're appreciative. I would say the advice and feedback we get from Huss and Matt and some of the other guys on the team is really outstanding. I mean, they have more of a vision and understanding of where we need to go next to achieve our next goal. When we started out, we were $40 million in revenue. Our goal for 5 years was to get to 120, 150 million with 15% to the bottom line. And believe it or not, we're accomplishing that. We're coming up on our 5th anniversary. This year's revenue should be 123 million. They stood by us when we did an acquisition of a company that was 1.5 times our size. And instead of cashing out, they threw some more capital in. So you really can't overvalue the confidence that gives you when your partner sticks it out, when you know you're taking a risky move, but they're right there with you. So that's really been something that I just can't appreciate or express my appreciation to the level it needs to be.